Welcome to Farming Aid.
Europe has quietly become a powerhouse in the global beef world, and in 2026 it's standing out not because of sheer volume but because of quality, innovation, and genetics. Behind this shift are three cattle breeds that are changing how beef is raised, how it tastes, and how the industry thinks about sustainability. These breeds are not just part of Europe's heritage, they are shaping the future of beef with leaner meat, efficient growth, and flavors that are capturing chefs and consumers alike around the world. In this video we take you inside the story of Europe's secret weapon in beef production and explore how these three breeds are redefining what beef means today. The rise of Blanc d'Aquitaine is a story that begins in the rolling hills of southwest France. For centuries, this region was known for small-scale farms and a diverse mix of livestock. Farmers there always admired animals that could grow quickly, convert pasture to lean muscle efficiently, and withstand the region's varied climate. Over generations, these qualities were carefully selected and refined, leading to the emergence of what would become the modern Blanc d'Aquitaine. Today, this breed is recognized globally for its remarkable meat quality and lean yet tender carcass. What makes Blanc d'Aquitaine stand out is not simply its ability to produce lean meat but the way that meat expresses a subtle depth of flavor without the need for heavy fat marbling. In a world increasingly concerned with leaner, heart-healthy protein options, this breed has positioned itself as a favorite among health-conscious consumers and premium beef markets alike. Farmers and ranchers in France initially cultivated Blanc d'Aquitaine for draft work, valuing animals that were muscular, resilient, and easy to handle. As mechanization reduced the need for draft animals, breeders shifted focus entirely to beef production. The results were revolutionary. Blanc d'Aquitaine cattle matured early, converted feed into muscle with high efficiency, and consistently produced carcasses with excellent yield. European beef producers began to notice, and breeders refined their selection strategies to enhance traits that matched modern market demands. By the early 2020s, export demand for Blanc d'Aquitaine genetics was rising, with countries from Japan to Canada importing embryos and semen to improve their own herds. The breed's adaptability to both intensive and extensive production systems made it especially valuable. In 2026, with global pressure on carbon emissions and climate-smart agriculture stronger than ever, Blanc d'Aquitaine's role in reducing environmental impact cannot be overstated. Its efficient feed conversion rate means less methane produced per kilogram of beef, addressing critical sustainability metrics that consumers and regulators are increasingly monitoring. In parts of northern Europe, farmers report that switching to Blanc d'Aquitaine genetics within cross-breeding programs has significantly improved the overall feed efficiency of their herds while maintaining carcass quality. This breed's impact on the European beef industry is a testament to how thoughtful breeding, grounded in centuries of regional expertise, can align with modern priorities around health and sustainability. Just to the east of France, along the rugged slopes of the Italian Alps, another breed has been quietly gaining international attention. The breed is known as Piedmontese. Piedmontese cattle are instantly recognizable by their pale, almost fawn-colored coats and robust, muscular build. What sets Piedmontese apart is a naturally occurring genetic trait known as double muscling. This genetic characteristic means that these animals develop significantly more muscle fibers than typical cattle, a trait that has important implications for the beef they produce. From a consumer perspective, Piedmontese beef is unique. It is exceptionally lean but also remarkably tender. The double muscle gene reduces the amount of connective tissue, which in most breeds contributes to toughness in lean cuts. As a result, Piedmontese beef can deliver a texture that rivals that of heavily marbled meat, without the associated high fat content. This combination has made Piedmontese beef especially appealing not only to health-conscious buyers but also to chefs and premium steak houses around the world. In Europe, Piedmontese beef is featured on menus alongside Wagyu and other high-end offerings, competing not on bluster but on a genuinely distinct eating experience. The history of Piedmontese cattle stretches back to the hills of the Piedmont region in Italy, where shepherds and smallholders originally prized these animals for their strength and resilience. Over time, breeders recognized the potential of the double muscle trait, and selective breeding intensified from the mid-20th century onward. By the early 2000s, scientific interest in the genetic basis of muscle development helped put Piedmontese cattle on the map for international breeders. Today, genetic lines have spread far beyond Italy. In North America, South America, and Australia, beef producers have incorporated Piedmontese genetics into their herds to improve lean meat yield and overall beef quality. But the story in Europe remains special because Piedmontese producers have combined tradition with innovation. In the foothills where these cattle were first nurtured, farmers have partnered with research institutions to better understand how to raise Piedmontese cattle in ways that optimize animal welfare and environmental outcomes. Grazing systems have been refined to match pasture types with the breed's nutritional needs, and careful attention to soil health has improved forage quality across farms. In 2026, this breed is not simply a curiosity but a cornerstone of a premium beef segment that is redefining how European beef is marketed globally. Its presence on menus from Milan to London signals that the future of beef is about more than fat content and marbling. It is about delivering flavor and texture in a way that appeals to the evolving palate of a global audience. Further north, in the broad fields and plains of central France, where vast grasslands meet open skies, the breed known as Charolais has long been a favorite among traditional beef producers. Charolais cattle are large, white, and powerful animals with a history that dates back several centuries. Originally raised for both meat and draft purposes, Charolais became the embodiment of French beef cattle strength. By the late 20th century, though, their reputation had shifted almost entirely to beef quality. In 2026, Charolais remains one of Europe's most widely raised beef breeds, prized for its impressive weight gains, ease of calving, and ability to thrive in a range of climates from the wet pastures of Brittany to the drier fields of the Loire Valley. Charolais beef is known for its rich flavor and succulent texture. Unlike Piedmontese, which emphasizes lean tenderness, Charolais meat combines a balance of flavor with enough marbling to satisfy traditional beef lovers. The breed's large frame means producers can raise animals to higher weights without compromising meat quality, offering an economic advantage in markets where yield matters. Transporters and processors also appreciate the consistency of Charolais carcasses, which often conform to predictable size and muscle distribution standards. This predictability simplifies processing and reduces waste. European producers have worked diligently to refine Charolais genetics to meet the demands of contemporary markets. Cross-breeding programs within France, Spain, and other parts of Europe have sought to combine Charolais size and flavor with traits from other breeds, including sustainability metrics and adaptability to feed-efficient systems. These programs have made Charolais cattle more resilient to environmental changes and more compatible with grazing-based production systems that appeal to eco-conscious consumers. The story of Charolais in 2026 is as much about tradition as it is about innovation. Longtime farmers speak proudly of the breed's heritage, of how generations have worked their land alongside these animals, and of how Charolais beef has become a symbol of regional identity. Yet they also embrace new techniques in genetics and animal nutrition. Many farms have adopted precision feeding systems that tailor nutrition to individual animals. This ensures that feed resources are used efficiently, which reduces waste and improves overall herd performance. Such systems reflect a broader trend in European agriculture, where technology and tradition intersect to produce outcomes that are both economically competitive and environmentally responsible. Across the continent, these three breeds are not isolated successes but part of a larger shift in how beef is produced and consumed. Producers are no longer focused solely on volume. They aim to deliver meat that aligns with the cultural values and health priorities of modern consumers. In markets around the world, particularly in Asia and the Middle East, European beef from Blonde d'Aquitaine, Piedmontese, and Charolais genetics has gained a reputation for quality and consistency. Export markets have grown, and European beef is now featured more prominently in international trade agreements than at any time in recent memory. This transformation did not happen overnight. Decades of research into cattle genetics, coupled with a growing awareness of climate change and resource constraints, pushed European producers to innovate. Looking ahead, the role of these breeds will continue to evolve. Climate change remains an urgent challenge, and cattle producers must continue adapting. Research into further reducing emissions, improving heat tolerance, and enhancing disease resistance is ongoing. In this effort, the genetic diversity represented by Blonde d'Aquitaine, Piedmontese, and Charolais will be invaluable. Each breed brings different strengths to the table, whether it is feed efficiency, muscle composition, or adaptability to different environmental conditions. The ability to combine these strengths through thoughtful breeding strategies offers a promising path forward. As we wrap up, one thing is clear. Europe's beef industry in 2026 is no longer playing catch-up, it's setting the pace. Through the power of Blonde d'Aquitaine, Piedmontese, and Charolais, European farmers are proving that the future of beef is about more than size or speed. It's about smart genetics, real flavor, and raising cattle in ways that respect both the land and the animal. These breeds show how tradition and innovation can work together to create beef that is better for producers, better for consumers, and better for the planet. If you enjoyed learning about Europe's secret weapon in beef, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. Let me know which of these breeds surprised you the most, and what topic you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.